DBDC presents DanceBeat Dance Off, a head-to-head gladiatorial-style dance competition. 4 couples, $10,000 prize money. You cannot afford to miss this one. Boston, Saturday the 15th of September, 2018. So we are ready to continue with our in-depth analysis of the Pro Latin at Manhattan Danceboard Championships 2018. We have made the top 3 and our first Canadian representative in the final, finishing 3-3, 4-3-3. We had Ottawa's finest. I believe they're from Ottawa. Ilya and Polina. Who wants to start? Oh, take the mic.
There you go.
Take the mic.
Why not take the mic? Okay, a couple over. We've been here last year, right? It seems like last week, but it was 1 year ago, boys. They are going from strength to strength. They're developing their dancing. They're developing themselves. However, when it comes to Ilya, I still find him very one-pieced. So that is the movement that he makes. It fails for me in the area of coordination of movement. Therefore, it just moves in more of one block. I don't say it's better in Paso, but it's less obvious in Paso. So Paso is a dance that they can step forward with, I think, a little bit more strongly. I do have a little bit of problem with Polina and using opposition within her legs. I feel that there's always one leg that is kind of flapping in the wind. Now, I don't mean that disrespectfully, because I know they try hard, but the problem is then that becomes like one part of the movement becomes cut, and therefore it's not connected to herself and not connected therefore to him. And this is giving me some troubles, particularly in musicality, because I find that becomes a problem where we begin or end a movement within a beat. Shall I hand the big heavy one over to you?
Yeah. There you go. Who's gonna go next?
On some levels, I agree with Colin. I want to say firstly, though, that I do think that they're striving for the right things. Mm-hmm. They're searching for an understanding and a knowledge and a sort of a body structure. But when you said her feet are flapping a bit, I find that too, because I find that everything is too big. They're always looking to maximize. Everything is bigger and bigger, including the step length. So they take huge steps, which means that sometimes they like have to almost slide into the step, and they lose the connection between the legs. For me, I still marked them really well last night, because I think the approach, and when I compare it in the final, that the approach I think is the right one. With Ilya, I also agree with what you said, Colin. I think that to me it seems like there's a disconnect between how he moves and how he feels. So he moves because he feels he has to, but I don't feel that he feels it, or even more important, I don't think that he makes us feel it. So whatever he does, I feel a little bit removed from it in the thing. So although I really think that they're going exactly the right way, and I still think that I'm a good judge for them, I still think that there's things that they really need to grasp now to try and go to the next step, because they have been recognized. They have gotten these results over the last year, and now it's time to add to that. It's time to not just do the things that are required, but the things that are your own.
Yeah. Igers?
So first of all, I would like to congratulate them. I think they did a great job. I completely agree with gentlemen. From my personal opinion, I would like to see that Ilya and Polina would, let's say, look maybe more in artistry, not only in mechanic, because I see it that there is a little bit leaking of the story, connection, man-woman. I like the way they use each other's body weight. I find also that Ilya's back is a little bit, like you said, that he's back. Probably it might be from the length of the steps. I think the best dance is Paso Doble. I think they did a fantastic job. They have to keep working, moving, and I would suggest them to try to find the artistry in themselves and in each other.
Okay. I marked this couple pretty well last night. I just like it. You see, I think it's very obvious who's the man and the woman here. Okay, so that's a big plus point for me. Mechanical, could we maybe say it's a little bit too athletic sometimes?
Yeah, you could say that. I think just wanting more, and so bigger, stronger, you know, the Olympic things. But which not necessarily means, I actually think, how about just the right amount? You know, and how about I want to show you guys this, and I want you to feel it, and not just go, push.
Yeah.
And I would say more real. If you take, you take. If you want to do something soft, you do something soft. Of course, from this, we're going to create more contrast, but more real. Anything what you do, not because someone told you, but you do exactly the thing what you want to show.
Can I also point out that we had like 3 or 4 Canadian couples here last night. So for them to come out, there was also a battle going on just with the Canadians. So, you know, we see what happens in the World Cup when there's that little bit of edge there. So the big thing for me was that I always saw this couple last night. Whether you really like it or not, they really put it out there. So for them to finish in this top 3, that was an excellent result for them. So guys, once again, pretty positive reviews, and let's see who actually finished runner-up in this competition. Don't go anywhere too far, because we are going to be back with more from the Pro Latin at the Manhattan Dance Championships 2018. See you soon.